Hi guys, Rob Lester here from Lester Bathrooms. Thank you for taking the time to check out our channel where we're all about bathrooms. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to prepare a timber floor ready for tiling using Hardibacker board, just like this. It's a step-by-step instructional video. Please do watch to the end so you don't miss out any of the crucial installation elements. Let's take a look. So this was the condition we found the floor in when starting the bathroom, bit of a mess. So we stripped all that out, insulated it and put down some nice 18mm ply. So that's the substrate we're working on today. So first things first, we're going to get some SBR sealer. Make sure our substrate is nice, free of dirt and grime, and get everything sealed up, ready to put our adhesive down. Just a bit of a tip, once I've finished with the brush, I tend to soak it and clean it in some boiled water. Otherwise, the next time you go and use the brush, it'll as hard as nails and probably not fit for purpose. So here's our boards. They're a 6mm Hardibacker board, 1200 by 800, and the adhesive I put this down with is a CF24 flexible tile adhesive by Dunlop. And the reason I choose this adhesive is not particularly expensive. I save my better adhesives from Keracol or Tilemaster for putting up our ceramic and porcelain tiles. On this particular occasion, with the size of floor I've got, I'm mixing about half a bucket full, more than enough adhesive for this size floor. I'm using a 5mm notch trowel for this floor as it's nice, clean and new ply. If you've got a floor with a little bit of undulation on it, you might want to choose a deeper trowel. And this is the sort of consistency we're looking for with our adhesive. Not too stiff, not too runny, just perfect for adhesion to the boards. Next we need to find a start point. I'm going to mark about 100mm underneath the bath and start the board from there. It doesn't particularly matter which way you lay these boards, just pick a point in the room that's probably got the least amount of cutting. I think for me, I wanted to start a full board underneath the bath and running from the doorway. It's really important when you lay these boards down that you stagger the boards and the four corners do not meet. So just as an illustration here, my next board that I will lay, I'll lay like this to stagger the joint. So let's show you how to cut these boards. On this particular occasion, I need to take a little bit off the board to bring it into our doorstop here and here to correspond with our tiles. So I'll transfer those marks onto the board. And on this particular occasion, it's going to be quite a thin piece of board coming off. So we want to cut that with our jigsaw, which I shall show you now. So set your jigsaw up with a tungsten carbide blade. If you don't have one of these, you can use a wood blade, but it will blunt very, very quickly. I always wear a mask when cutting this, so put that on a standard. Then push through with not too much pressure. I'll just offer this board in place to make sure it fits. I don't like to adhesive the floor first with trickier cuts to have to lift it up again to recut with the board covered in adhesive. I'll also put a couple of marks on the floor here now, about an inch or so past the board. That'll be my initial adhesive line. I just want to overhang the adhesive a little bit. It's easier to pick up the second board with that. And put your adhesive on the floor now. At this point, I'll adhesive all the way into the corner to pick up the next cut, as it's easier to trowel the adhesive now without the other board restricting you. And let's lay that in place. Drop the board in place and then just apply a little bit of pressure, make sure it bonds nicely with the adhesive. Once I have a board down, I like to put a screw in each corner just to tack it for now. I'll screw the whole board when I'm finished. I'm using a 25mm screw here. That allows for my 18mm ply, about 2 or 3mm of adhesive and the 6mm Hardibacker board. Calculate your substrate and choose your screw based on that. You don't want to pierce through the substrate underneath into any potential pipes or electrics. On the board itself, you've got little markings or dots on the edges and on the middle. These are your screw points, so you can start screwing through there. When screwing through the board, just give a little bit of pressure and stop when the screw head is flush with the board. So now we can tack the board in each corner. So now we can mark the board with our straight cut. Our first cut is into the corner, so take some measurements and transfer that to your board. So this is where we'll need a spirit level or some sort of straight edge and a Stanley knife with a brand new blade. We're going to put the spirit level on our marks. I tend to put a bit of pressure on there with my hand and foot, and I'm going to scribe the board about 3 or 4 times. What I then like to do is actually stand on the level here. If it's a smaller cut, I work from one end and just pull from one end to the other, and it should come away like that. Then we can offer our cut in position, apply a little bit of pressure to it to bed it in the adhesive, and then again tack in the 4 corners. At this stage, I'll then spread the rest of the floor to accept the other boards and cuts. And then you can go ahead and lay the other boards staggered as mentioned before, tack it in the 4 corners, and place your other cuts in position. When it comes to pipe work, I'll tend to measure out the centre of the pipe from either end, transfer that mark onto my cut, and I'll be cutting that out with a 35mm hole cutting bit. This is the size I prefer because it will go over my stop end on my pipe. If you don't have a hole cutting bit, you can cut the board in half in the centre of the pipe and cut out each side with your jigsaw. Even though the Hardibacker board is a cement board, they can be quite fragile. When drilling this hole, I'll tend to put a nice support underneath, so when drilling it doesn't snap the board in half. Go through from the top a little way, and then I like to turn it over, finish it from underneath. Again, tacking that in place. Once you have finished putting all of your cuts in place, then it's time to screw the rest of the floor down. It's worth noting at this stage, the edges of the board can be quite fragile, so bring your first screw in about an inch or so to prevent any cracking. With our boards completely screwed down, we'll now take our Hardibacker tape. This is an alkaline resistant reinforcing tape, and we'll lay this along every joint where the boards meet each other with a little bit of adhesive over the top. This is a self-adhesive tape, so we just lay this along the joint straight onto the board, and we can trim any excess with our knife. With all our joints nicely taped, we'll take a small amount of adhesive and lay that over the tape. Okay, so there we go guys, your floor is now ready for tiling. I hope that video has been helpful for you today. It's quite a quick and simple method really. If there's something you want to ask me or something you think I've missed, put a comment in the comment section. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, bye.